Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're in Herceg Novi, Montenegro. It's a beautiful beach community in Montenegro, and some of you may be interested in looking at this as a place to vacation or possibly live. So come along. Okay, so this is called the
Pet Danica, I believe, guys. If you know better, tell me. But I know how to spell it.
So anyway, it's a like what?
Shashtalitsa means a board is a promenade.
So it's like an 8 kilometer long walkway here,
I believe it's 6.
but it's a beautiful place with waterfront and shops, restaurants, and you get this great long walk along the waterfront. And if we look back over here over my shoulder, you're going to see that people are laying out here on the river. You're in the water, they could just go jump in, cool off. This is one of the big selling features of the Herceg Novi area, is this Pet Danica, whatever it's called, walk. And the water's beautiful. I'm going in there today. So full disclosure, everybody, this was made in September. I'm a few months behind in getting videos out. So we're at the end of the tourist season, and about 2/3 of the shops are still open and about 2/3 of the restaurants. And the crowds are down to about 15% of what they were. So if you were to come here in the summertime, it would be packed. So if you can come in September, this is really an ideal time to visit. It's not too crowded, and you have most of the comforts that you're looking for in a resort area. So September is probably one of our favorite months to visit this location. Herceg Novi was founded in 1382 by Bosnia's King Javrko. I'm going to put his name here. But it's full of history, and it's been back and forth between many empires, and there's a lot of ruins and interesting things to look at here. And it's one of Julie and I's favorite locations to go and explore. As you walk down the Pet Danica, again, I'm probably butchering this, you're going to see a lot of swimming areas. There's a lot of different beaches. I had a person tell me that they weren't sure if they really liked Herceg Novi because the beach was too skinny. It made me realize they only saw one part of the Pet Danica and all of the swimming areas. There are literally dozens of places where you can jump in the water and go swimming. So there's a lot of different beaches, and many of them are skinny. There's little coves. Some of them are made with cement where you can jump into the water and come out with a ladder. So it really depends on what you're looking for, but there's a lot of different types of ways to go swimming here, and something for everybody. A lot of restaurants and bars will serve you as you lay out on some of the beaches, and some places are completely free, and there's a lot of free locations, to be honest with you. But if you wanted to have a sunbed and an umbrella, then there might be a charge for that. The location is very popular with the British, and this is the closest town to the Dubrovnik airport in Croatia, and it's the closest city to Croatia in Montenegro, at least of decent size. Herceg Novi has 5% of the population of Montenegro, with a little over 30,000 people that live and reside in Herceg Novi.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Sourdough bread. Buckwheat. Oh my gosh. Sourdough, cumin, salt, and water.
Before we bought our home in Kotor Montenegro, Herceg Novi was a serious consideration. We actually put an offer into a home in this area, and the deal was about to go through when the person came back and let us know, and this will come to a shock to some Americans, they didn't want to sell at that price, including their kitchen. So they were going to take their kitchen out, and that became the deal breaker. So we pulled our offer instead of paying an additional 10,000 euros for them to leave their kitchen in place. We ended up buying our home in Kotor Montenegro, which we're very happy with, but I can see I could have been very happy strolling this Promenade and hitting these beaches, it's definitely a place worth considering for a move. So, look at this little fruit place over here. So the prices are fairly reasonable. Pretty nice.
It's €150 for a watermelon juice.
You want some watermelon juice? You want watermelon juice, huh?
I do.
Okay, it's $150.
Limonada or watermelon is €150. The rest of them are a little higher, but not that bad.
So which one do you want?
I want watermelon because that sounds refreshing.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so we can
salads for €150.
put the fresh watermelon into the juicer back over there. Look at that. So this is not coming from a bottle.
No. Oh, I should prepare to pay for this.
Yeah, you should prepare. And look at that, she's getting a little bit of mint in there as well. And service with a smile. There we go.
We do YouTube in case you're wondering if we're crazy.
We are crazy. And there's €3.
Thank you.
Hey, Vala. Bye-bye. Take a sip, honey. What is it?
Oh my gosh, that is like eating watermelon.
Alrighty. So down here at the part by the fortress, we've got a lot of the boats. There is a swimming area. So Julie was thirsty. She's chugging that down.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty.
Okay, so there's a scuba and sailing school right here. I love this little walkway.
I love this country.
This is a big draw for me for this area. If I lived over here, I would be going up and down this every day for my daily exercise. So I know we really can't do this promenade justice. There are so many restaurants, shops, and things to do along this walkway. It's really a treat to just come out and explore it. Again, during the summer months, it's going to be a lot more crowded and a lot of things going on. If you're looking for a little bit more peaceful time, going in May or in the off season or September is probably ideal. There's people that will swim here in October and sometimes even into November on a nice day. So, you know, if you want to come out here in off season, there could be times where it's going to be sunny and warm enough to go swimming. Now, there are fortresses, there's ruins, there's a lot to explore, a lot of things to fill your time and day with. So walking, of course, is a great thing to do, but you can just sit your butt somewhere on the beach out here, get a drink, a cocktail, relax, go for a swim. You can take boat excursions out from here, rent a kayak. Your activity list is almost endless. It's a great place to just home base. And if you wanted to take a day trip out to Mostar, Dubrovnik, it's very possible from here. And not to mention one of our favorite locations, Kotor Montenegro. So we have our cappuccinos on the beach.
Actually, these are Americano with milk.
Oh, and how much?
€140 each. And sometimes cappuccino and the Americano with milk come about the same. So might want to try it, guys.
After our coffee break, we continued to head on down the promenade, looking at more of these beaches. And incredibly, I feel like we were only scratching the surface. So for that friend of mine that thought there was just one beach and thought it was skinny, you know, I hope I'm enlightening any of you that might have had that thought. There are just so many places to go here.
That you can actually sleep in.
So from Herceg Novi, there's little side trips that you can schedule and be part of. So if you wanted to get out to Mostar, it's €25, Split €35. There's rafting trips. So you can do that from Herceg Novi and launch your excursion from here.
And you can sleep in the Ostrog Monastery for €4.
Oh wow. That seems kind of cool. Well, after all this walking, it was time. I'm finally in the water. So that's me. Julie's the camera person right now, and I don't know if she knows how to use the zoom, so you guys just get to get the distance view, which maybe that's a good thing. But the water was nice, refreshing, and it was a good day to go for a swim. So the sun is starting to set, so we're going to get ourselves cleaned up and get on into town and go explore the evening in the old town of Herceg Novi. The old town of Herceg Novi is full of restaurants, cafes, museums, churches. There's a lot to see here. Even though it's old, it's a bit more modern than what the feel is in Kotor or maybe the old town Budva. It's a bit more modern, but it's got a lot of that old world charm. It's full of churches, museums, and one thing about Montenegro and almost all of the cities in Montenegro, the kids are running wild, and that's a good thing. It's kind of like being in America in the 70s, where kids were able to go out and be kids without parents having to look after them so closely. So it's really a refreshing, great thing to see. And it's this way not only in Montenegro, but much of the Balkans. So if you're a family and you're looking at coming towards this area, rest assured, it's a great place for kids. That's pretty here. Love this part of Herceg Novi. Of course, the daylight in Herceg Novi is equally as pretty as checking it out at night. Now, please keep in mind, if you're coming to Herceg Novi, with the exception of being down on the waterfront on that long promenade, there are stairs everywhere. There's a maze of different twists and turns down different alleys in this old town that makes it so charming. But when they designed this city, they did not make it really accessible for people that might have difficulties with walking or doing stairs. So please keep that in mind. But again, you need to come check this out, see the churches, see the museums, check out the old fortress. It's got its own charm, and I'm sure if you come here, you're going to find things that you'll like, and you might even find some things that Julie and I have yet to discover. It's a big anchor.
It is. It's rusted.
A little monument to the heroes of the naval battles of the Adriatic Sea right there. Along these stairs that go on down towards the fortress and the waterfront. So we're going to show you the Igalo side of the promenade. It's the north side of the walkway. So this is one of the beaches here in the Igalo section. And so you can see people are just coming on in and hanging out here. Water's a little bit more cloudy down here. There's a mud area of Igalo. The mud is said to have some sort of healing properties, and that's part of the reason they put the health spa there. But the water just isn't quite as crystal clear on this side. There's a famous health spa in the area to take advantage of the therapeutic mud in the bay here. Now this is more of a locals area. The amount of tourism in this section doesn't seem to be quite as high. There's a nice big park, but it doesn't seem to be as well maintained as other areas. So you'll see that there's people that will cover themselves with mud, and it's for therapy. Gentleman's over here covered with it. That's supposed to help with arthritis and ailments. So if you want to come and get some free mud, free therapy, this is the beach for you. This area has more of the old communist style buildings still intact, and the old black asphalt types of roads coming down the promenade. So if you're getting a deal on an Airbnb and a stay, there's a good chance you might be in the Igalo side of the neighborhood here. For those of you that follow us, you know that Julie and I, as we travel, we're using IM Global Health Insurance. It's international health coverage, so if something unforeseen were to happen to Julie and I, we have coverage in pretty much most of the countries in the world. So if you're looking for health coverage while you're traveling, please send me an email and I'll send you the link for our I Am Global affiliate link. I am a licensed insurance agent in the United States, so if you go through my link, I will receive a commission, and I would thank you for that. Again, you can email me for the link, or you can go to the video description to find it. So Julie, what are you looking at over here?
A view. It's very pretty, very tranquil.
If you haven't already, please subscribe and don't forget to give this video a like. And if you're new to our channel, we hope that you're going to follow along. Julie and I were traveling the world with our 2 dogs, trying to see what it's like to live in different places, locations, countries, and cities around the world, and we're trying to share our experiences with you. We also do the adventure things and the tourist things, and we also have a Facebook group as well as Instagram. So if you search for Warren Julie Travel, you should find us. We hope that you'll follow us there as well in real time. Right now, we're about 2 months behind on our videos, and we'll try to make up that time. We really appreciate you guys joining us. And until next time, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.